Jumping. Classic jumping home. We're letting the rook get the start at tight end now. Letting the kid. We're letting the kid cook, man. We're gonna get his X factor activated. What? Are you playing your game?
Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this
Brock.
game.
How is Brock at running back? Are you out here cheesing? Are you cheesing? Sir, are you cheesing?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's descended. Looks like a yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Pretty messed up.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Pretty messed up in the head that you're
Moving
doing
quickly,
this.
trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover on the first
The
series of this game.
Steelers first the turnover.
So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't
Hell yeah.
always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
95 Excel.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate.
That's fast enough, man.
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game.
Just fucking 2 sacks back to back. Bang, bang, bap. Bing,
Bing,
bing, bop. Sacks.
Finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and long for him here. Launches one deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled to catch.
But better be able to hit a 60.
But more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after
Ooh,
the play.
against 6 mile per hour winds. It says he should be able to hit this.
And this kick
Bang.
is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
60 against 6 mile per hour winds.
This
Yeah.
league's been around for over 100 years, and we've only seen a field goal of this length a little over 20 times. That is a short list. The number of guys in the league who can be trusted to hit from 60, and an even shorter list the ones who get the chance to try it.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I just can't play defense anymore, man. I don't know what it is. I'm just bad at defense.
Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
Oh, I'm just bad, bro.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
They're fucking outrageous.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like when you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape. It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense. Puts a sack on the board.
Trying again following the sack. Pass caught by Mixon.
There we go.
The nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Has him on the quick hitter.
What?
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10, looking to throw. He finds Johnson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's got Pierce. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers hold a slim 2-point lead early. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away.
I wonder if I can play some defense.
But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts some power on a deep one left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second
I guess that I
interception of the
could
season.
play defense.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions. interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He's got him. That's Mixon. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here.
There's no way.
To throw here on first down.
I forgot what Rowdy had.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's a throw. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Oh, I forgot what Rowdy had. I forgot what Rowdy had. Oh fuck,
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away.
Oh fuck, I've been fucked.
And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns reduce the lead to just 4. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good.
Yes, I'm also an important
And the Browns
TBA
cut it
business.
to a field goal game.
To a field that should be done good. We red line near the apex and it's a little
Ball
bit
is
good.
set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now.
I'd like all files.
And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this.
There's a class.
So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Okay, I'd like all files pertaining to the beginning of time.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
There's a class. Okay, what files can I have?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Six picks in the first quarter is what?
From the 47. Got his target, it's Baker. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now on 1st down. He has it at the 5. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but
You're
I
not
think
the Raiders?
somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield,
Oh.
imagine what he could do if they sent him out to one of those
Damn, you're a
spots.
must-win game against me,
This
man.
offense in
I must
position
win.
now. It's first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers make it a 9-point
I'm gonna have to let
advantage.
that Brock talk.
Looking to tack on the point
Let that
after.
Brock talk to you a little bit, man. Let him get in you. Let him get all close in
Point
your
set
ear.
right down the middle.
Whisper at you a little
Steelers make it
bit.
a 10-point ball game.
Yes, very sad. Anyway, it got me thinking. Go ahead.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away.
When someone does something they're not supposed to do.
For
No
who?
return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And then that thing they're not supposed to do cascades into a whole range of other things that aren't supposed to happen.
Ooh.
And so on and so forth until eventually a new timeline branches. Yes?
Chaotic alterations of a predetermined outcome.
Exactly. So, let's just say your salad is Asgard in this scenario.
It's not Asgard.
You saw it. I saw it. We saw it, bro. Everybody saw
From the
it.
30.
Who gives a fuck?
Before Ragnarok causes its complete destruction, and I can do anything I wanted. I
Airing it out to start this
could
drive.
say, push the
Well, the
whole
pressure
thing
nearly
over
got
the
to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And I could also
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second
set fire
down.
to the palace.
No, just stop. Don't set fire to the palace.
I can
They'll
do
try and throw it here.
whatever I want to do, and it would never matter. It wouldn't go
Short
against
pass
the
caught
dictates
by
of
his
the
tight
time.
end.
Because
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
you are sick of my Steelers for example. Because the apocalypse is coming. Ragnarok. Surtur will destroy
Pass
Asgard.
play coming here.
So what I do.
That's complete David Njoku.
There's the
And this is marked down right
That's the
along that
final
40-yard line.
Ragnarok obliterates the salt.
Play action on first down.
Ragnarok.
Caught quickly on the slant.
There it is.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It doesn't matter.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Will matter.
And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Because it gets destroyed.
Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got second and goal.
Variant could be hiding in the apocalypse and do whatever he wants, and we wouldn't know.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw.
Take me to a real
Headed out
apocalypse.
right.
Take me to Ragnarok, I'll show you.
Yeah, so you can
And
run
they
way back
take
to your
this
home
in
lane.
for the score.
I'm not going to go. We can go anywhere.
I'm not
The
taking you for
Browns face a
stroll on the
4-point
promenade,
deficit.
much less an apocalypse.
Setting up to try the
Plenty
point
of stuff.
after.
What could possibly go wrong? We got to properly test this theory.
The point after
Here's
splits the
one
uprights.
theory.
You lure me
And
onto
the Browns
field
cut
and
it
then
to a
stab me in
field
the
goal
back.
game.
That's a theory I don't want to test.
I've never stabbed anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Ball is set up, and it's
I
away.
never do
Just a
again.
3-point
This
game
is
now.
gold. Okay.
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Cut out left. And he's able to move past.
This entire town is wiped off the face of this planet. Imagine all that volcanic ash.
I know we don't want to get too giddy.
Oh, come on. It's cool.
No, it is cool. It's just not in good taste because
We're all going to die anyway.
right now. Now listen, we watch the Tim Pat. Pretty variance energy. Okay. Because we gotta be careful. If you belong, there's a good chance you are. Anything we do can create a huge branch.
Oh, Mobius. You make even the end of the world sound boring.
Listen, okay, we're not meant to be here, okay?
Before going out.
Anything we do can impact the course
I
of
feel
history.
so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the move, headed right. But there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
We are from the future, right? What is the TVA? I mean, it's from the future. It sounds from the future. It's pretty futury.
Throw on third down. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth and forever coming up.
You're welcome. Yeah, but in order for this there to hold, disasters have to be naturally occurring, sudden, no warning, no survivors. How many of those disasters could they possibly be? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
They're going for this. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
By the way, are you a dentist?
Slot man motioned over.
Yeah, jet skis. Yes.
Here's the lone back on the handoff.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Jerry Judy with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. But he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd and goal. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate. Get a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Cracked up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. Instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Existence is chaos. Nothing makes any sense, so we try to make some sense of it. And I'm just lucky that the chaos.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
My own glorious purpose. Because the TVA is my life, and it's real because I believe it's real.
Fair enough. You believe it's real.
Yeah.
So everything is real. Past, present, future. There's no such thing as free will.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
No, it's an oversimplification.
He's on the move.
Fact, in a way.
Off the mark there, incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Where are you going with this, Loki?
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No, because when we protect what came before, they are toiling away in their chamber, untangling.
2nd and 10 now. Gets the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Escapes the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor, in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And no one good is ever truly good.
Here he is to throw on second down.
Quite patronizing with was a bit too far.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Regionally on Earth from 2047 to 2051. All you gotta do is cross-reference that with every apocalyptic event. I'm gonna give you half, and let's make it a competition. See who finds it. Okay? What, you wanna bet something? Yeah, gentlemen's bet. Yeah, let's play for pride. Okay, then let's go.
You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to speak, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and just move them forward.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. There's a 50-yard look from the right half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
You want me to approve deployment of a fully armed task force to the variant's potential hiding spot?
Haven Hills, Alabama, corporate town owned by Rockstar until it's wiped out by a hurricane. All the food and supplies you need. If he finds it there, there's no reason he can't keep going back and just camping out over and over.
And this is all based on a theory from the variant who just blew your previous mission. I have to tell you that trusting this man is not a good idea.
I know, but maybe he's worth the trouble. I mean, he just uncovered a massive hole in our security, right?
That's what concerns me.
Here's Lund, set to kick this away.
This is where we get our guy.
You I trust, but him?
Listen, we'll let every instinct is
Evans now
This is
to
where we
return.
get the variant.
And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out.
Excited. I'm chomping at the bit.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
There's not much I can do if it doesn't work out.
For all time.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Jukes one defender, and he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working quickly here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Series of sprawling sections, including a large warehouse. This warehouse is being used by civilians as a shelter to try to hide out the storm. Remember, this is a class 10 apocalypse. While the variant should
Now looking to throw.
could be hiding anywhere, should be considered.
Catch is made down the right sideline.
Every time there is an
And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
charge.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
And if you see alert,
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll throw on 1st. Forced out to his right. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Gets this one to Pierce. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll throw on 3rd and long.
Now with me. Using that.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. You put up 5 in a contest, playing like one of the league's best.
Percy's a threat.
Do you not remember the time, Peter? That's why I wanted to.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
It's fine.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
This will end up as a touchback.
Always saying, trust me. Okay, try to hang on to your time, Copper, this time. We'll see you in the show.
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Amazing, I think we're close.
From the 34. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. What are you doing?
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So,
Here he is on
you're
3rd and
the
long.
fool the TVA brought in.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He picks up 15 on the play.
I presume.
And that gives the Browns a first.
If anyone's anyone, you're me.
Trying the right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. It is Cup, left side. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. So they'll be set up with... They've got a man in motion. Going ground on 1st and goal. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to him on 2nd and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a fourth quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Complete to DK Metcalf. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Taken in by Pierce. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Got his target. It's Baker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Chased out to his right. Has his man. It's Mixon. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
That's what the best special teams units do, Kate. Right there, they just counterpunch. Yeah, they just took one to the chin. They looked up at the scoreboard, they're down, but that special teams unit, they took it upon themselves to fight back, and they've set this offense up with great field position.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trail by a field goal. They'll come up 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a give left side. And he's going to be brought down after running this to the 8. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Another carry for him. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we just